Welcome to the great Patriot and Loyalist debate of 2014 here in 5B, Ms. Fichetti's class. I'm Dan Thompson. I'm your moderator for this debate. We are trying to decide whether or not these colonies should be independent. And on this side, we have our patriots that believe that is the case. Please introduce yourself and tell us what your occupation is.
I am Samuel Adams, and my occupation is a politician.
Thank you. And you?
I am Mercy Otis Warren, and I am a writer.
Thank you. Thank you. And lastly, you, sir.
I am Benjamin Franklin, and I am a scientist, a printer, a colonial representative, and a writer.
You look quite intense there, sir, as you look like you're staring Mr. Hutchinson down already across the way.
An inventor.
On this side, we have our loyalist colonist side. They believe that loyalty to the king is most important. Please start here. What is your name, sir?
I am Lord Dunmore, and I am the governor of Virginia.
Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. And you, sir?
I am Jonathan Butcher, and I am a priest at the Church of England.
All right, and I would just like to take this opportunity to ask if your head ever gets cold.
No.
Okay. And lastly, our last panelist on this debate.
Okay, first I'd like just to say hello to these fellow savages, and then I'll introduce myself. So, my name is Thomas Hutchinson, and I'm the governor of Massachusetts.
Thank you, Mr. Hutchinson. Way to be politely passive-aggressive there.
Yes.
Okay, and now with that, with our debate getting ready to start, I hope you are all ready for today's festivities. I hope you've prepared, but we want to see whether the colonies should be loyal or should they not and be independent. What I would like to start with is to hear everybody's side so we know exactly where everybody stands. Would you please, Sam Adams, tell us what is your reasoning? Why do you think the colonies should be independent?
The colonies should be able to elect their own governors and have the power to change unfair laws.
Thank you. Miss Mercy, what do you believe?
Well, first of all, Britain was too far away to understand the colonists.
Okay.
And also, women should have rights.
Yes, ma'am. And, Sir Franklin, what do you believe? Why do you think the colonies should be independent?
The colonies should be able to take care of themselves and govern themselves.
All right. Now, I believe we're going to hear a little different side over here from the loyalists who believe that, no, maybe not. Mr. Hutchinson, can you tell us why you believe that the colonies should remain loyal to the King of Britain?
Oh, for God's sake, listen to the king. He knows what's right for you. He's wiser and more experienced.
Okay.
The king is the king's power comes from God, and disobeying the king is like disobeying God. And following a few bad rules is a lot better than having a war and killing thousands of people.
Okay. And lastly, what is your reasoning, Lord Dunmore?
Well, I strongly believe that the king had because the king created the colonies, so he can rule the colonies.
Okay. Now, before we truly get started and let the debate fly into anything more than a peaceful argument amongst friends, I think it'd be good to set the tone. And Reverend Butcher, as a man of God,
Yes.
would you please say a prayer to get this event started?
Sure.
You know what? Let's just get this started.
No, I think that shows we really need a prayer to help keep us in line.
God will help us in this debate, and He knows what is best for us. Amen.
Thank you. All right. Now, we know that both sides have their feelings. We've heard why both sides feel the way they do. But we want this debate to be an open forum to try to decide what might really be best for the colonies and what would be the best situation going forward as we are here in the year of 1774, 1775 and trying to decide the future of this land. And so, what I want to do at this point is open it up for a little bit of back and forth where you may address the other side. You may ask them questions about their beliefs and their actions, and you may kind of see what you think or whether you agree or not with what they say. If you feel like you have something you would like to share, please be civil. Please make sure you wait your turn or are talking when addressed. But is there anyone that would like to start us off? Over here, Samuel Adams, I will let you begin.
Lord Dunmore, why did you attack Patriot's home and plantations along the James River of Virginia?
I think that being tough of understanding the colonists is being good.
Do you have anything to say back?
No.
Very well. Yes, Thomas Hutchinson.
Hello, Ben. People say you are very wise. But if you are very wise, then why aren't you on Britain's side?
Because they are passing unfair laws, and we should have the power to govern ourselves. Even if they were the ones who had made the colonies, we should be able to govern ourselves because we are the ones living in the colonies.
Okay. Anything to reply back?
Yes. The king has taken care of you. We've given you food. We've let you have money. We've let you be alive. So you cannot govern yourselves yet. But if you work hard and if you agree with us, maybe you can. One day.
The king is ruling us. He chooses the governors. Why can't we elect our own?
Well, you've already tried that, but you've made a lot of mistakes. Like disobeying the tea. I mean, why did you dump all that stuff in the Boston Harbor?
Because we had to pay taxes for it.
Yes, but if you paid taxes for it, we wouldn't be having this argument.
It would be costing a lot of money.
So,
We might even not have enough money left.
you know what? You are too complicated, Benjamin Franklin. I cannot deal with you.
Okay. Anyone else to a new point? All right, Lord Dunmore.
I'd like to ask Samuel Adams why he dumped all that tea of $9,000.
Samuel?
Because we didn't want to pay taxes.
Still, it's not right to dump $9,000 of tea.
Then don't make us pay for it.
You were given all these stuff and be happy of what you get.
Samuel Adams, can I ask, is it just about the taxes on tea, or is it bigger than that?
It's bigger than that.
What other kind of things have you resented with Britain?
The Stamp Act. The Intolerable Act.
Okay. I think it would be a good time, Miss Mercy. We haven't heard from you here in a second. And as a writer, you write to kind of display your opinion about independence. Can you please share with us a poem you've written about being free? Just anything, off the top of your head.
Being free is best. Being free is best. I love being free. Being free is best.
Quite simply stated, but a good, clear point. Anybody else a question or a stance? Yes, Jonathan Butcher.
Benjamin Franklin. Do you agree that we should have a war rather than following a few bad laws?
There are not a few bad laws because they put us in stake of our lives. If we don't have enough money, we can't buy all our goods.
Yes, but that's better than having a war killing thousands of people.
Well, if they want to do it, they can do it. I'm still in because you are just, the king is just draining our money when he could just build a bunch of ships instead of buy a bunch of ships to get his soldiers back.
Okay. A new point. Thomas Hutchinson.
I know it might not have been you guys, but you need to tell your colonist friends that why did they break into my house? They stole my money, they stole my furniture, they stole my book collection, and they embarrassed me.
Because you're siding with Britain.
Well, what do you think?
You
The
always
king
side
is better than all of you guys, obviously.
Britain is way too far away to understand what we want and our needs.
Oh, yeah, you keep on saying that. You have no other excuse. You're just a woman. You can't do anything.
Yeah, because y'all won't give women rights.
If we gave women rights, it would be bad.
If
Bad,
you gave
bad,
women
bad,
rights,
bad,
then you
bad.
would understand how good we are. You just think the men are some strong, tough, ugh. Women, it's true. Can write poems. They can sew. They can do a lot of other things.
Oh, they can do all these girly things with fluff and all that stuff, but they can't do war, they can't make laws, they don't have good brains.
Well, do you
They
know?
just can't do anything.
You don't know that because y'all haven't given us rights to.
Well, yeah,
Show you what you got.
we've given you rights to live. Is that good enough?
No.
Well, then maybe we can take that away from you.
Okay, another point. Miss Mercy.
Jonathan Butcher.
Yes.
Why do you believe that the king has the power from God?
Because God gave him the power, and his power, and he showed other people that he could be king.
Well, he doesn't have a very good power because he doesn't understand us.
So, who are you blaming here?
The king.
The king. So why are you asking me? Why don't you go talk to the king?
Because you're the priest, you believe that he has the rights from God, or the power from God.
But I can't change that.
But you can change your thought.
Well, the king is letting you live and have a job as a writer.
Yeah, but he's not letting women get rights, so how can you change that?
Well, if we can barely give men rights. Britain is doing you a favor by protecting you. We are protecting you from other countries who want to, hurt you. We're actually caring for you. If we gave, women rights, you guys would go all around and you guys wouldn't be safe anymore. So we're
give the
actually
woman
caring
a
for you.
Yeah. What you said.
Okay, and now it is time for a brief commercial break.